All right, so toxic servers and how to deal with them. Let's get into it. Buster, let's call her Betty. So I'm working for Betty, right? And one of my coworkers comes like, "Hey man, Betty's already complaining about you. You know, she's getting real mad and stuff." And I just look at him and I go, "Hey, listen, bro, that's her fault. Because if you think about it, that has nothing to do with me, right? It's her own personality, whatever she got going on. She's taking it to that extreme, right? And there's another girl, let's call her Susan. You know, oh, Susan gets mad, you know, oh, you gotta work for Susan, oh, she's gonna get mad. My guy, that is mental manipulation. Like that is mental, you know, mental warfare. You know, she's thinking, oh, well, if I act mad and I complain, you know, then they're gonna work for me. Dude, that is toxic. Don't fall for that trap. I understand, because once they kind of see, oh, there's no playing games with him, he really don't care. You know, it's not getting to him. Then you just live free. You're free as a bird at work, right? And obviously there's going to be days where it's those servers that it just does not click in their head, and they're still cheap. They still expect the world, the moon. They expect you to tap dance to the tables. They expect you to, you know, hey, how's your day going? Blah, blah, blah. Just keep this in mind. You'll make money the next day. Bro, you got all year to make money. One day isn't going to mess you up, right? People have bills to pay. You know, people got to make money. But I'd rather keep it 10 toes down, stand on business, respectfully. By the way, we're not being disrespectful to them. We're not getting in their face. We're not being confrontational. We're not being rude. We're just ignoring them, right? So there's been a time where I was pre-bussing. You know, I'm right next to the stewarding room, and I'm grabbing one plate. I'm just chilling, bro. You know, it's slow, right? It's slow. Not much to do. That was my fault as a busser. I should have been paying more attention to the tables, and collectively I could have grabbed more, you know, dishes, but I'm just grab one. I was right there. So let me throw it over there. And the server comes up to me and she's like, "If you grab one more thing, I'm gonna lose it, blah blah blah." But it's like, who cares? Let me do my thing. Like, man, if I'm grabbing one plate, just cause I serve too. Well, I used to serve. And if I see that, okay, hey, they're still working, okay? It's not the most efficient, but okay, if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. All right, cool. These servers, they have 20, 30 years, you know, experience in the game. You know, it's their way or their highway. They just bark orders, but yeah, you just gotta set the boundary. And it's annoying, right? It's annoying to deal with the toxic server. You know, you give them one chance. All right, okay. You give them a second chance. You give them a third chance. Man, bro, you know what? They're cheap, right? So then, fourth time, I didn't help the person. I wasn't doing anything extra, right? I was just doing my job duty. They come talk to me and they say, hey man, like, you gotta help me out. And I just said, hey, respectfully, bro, I've had you before, and the amount of effort I was putting in was never reciprocated back, you know, with the cash, moolah. And they looked at me dead in my eyes and said, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. Brother, sorry you feel that way. There's nothing to feel, you're cheap. Like, what are you talking about? So I had to bite my tongue. You know, I didn't want to burn the bridge. I wanted to keep the work relationship stable. So I said, next time I have you, I got you. You know, anything you need, I got you. I had that person. And I told him, hey, ready to make some money? Boom, we made some money. You know what I'm realizing now is that I've just set a standard with this specific server that, hey, when we're working together, we just need to work as a team, right? Like, you just gotta hustle. If you help me, I'll help you. Hey, we're there for 8 hours. Let's just make the most of it, right? I wish everybody can have that mindset, but unfortunately, in the world we live in, people don't. You set a standard. You have to talk and say, hey, listen, I'm not really gonna do everything. Don't fall for the mind games too. If you're busy, you know, grabbing something, grabbing a drink, or like pre-bussing, and they ask you to do something, just look at them calmly and say, I'll help you as soon as I'm done with what I'm doing. Because that's very open-ended. You're communicating, hey, I have something going on right now. But after I'm done with it, I can come help you, right? Because you're finishing your task that you're doing. You're not gonna drop everything and go help them. Like, that's what they expect, but nah. Because then after some time, they're like, oh, David don't mess around, right? Some people, it's gonna make them mad. They're just gonna get frustrated, but who cares, man? Who cares? Because the job ain't worth it. Don't overwork yourself. Oh, I thought I dropped my phone. I was moving my deodorant. And sometimes, kissing a little bit of booty is worth more than just working hard. That's unfortunate. I was grabbing plates from a table, right? Are you guys all done here? Grabbing plates. They come over. Hey, David, can you get me a Coke for that table next to them? A Coke and a Sprite refill. I look to the table to my right. There's 8 people on the table. Not one plate is pre-bust. There's empty, done plates. And I just kind of look at her and I'm just like, yeah, after I'm done pre-busting this table, yeah, I got you. So I start pre-busting. I go to the stewarding room, put them down. I come back. The table that I was originally grabbing plates from, they're up. So, I'm going to clean it. The refill can wait. The person isn't going to be like, oh, why'd they take 4 minutes to, get my refill? Because what is the server doing? And I'm cleaning the table and they walk past me and then they go, oh, it's okay, I got it. All snarky and all mad. And it's just, what? Like, you're just micromanaging. That same server, at the end, they go on this little rant, like, oh, when people are here, people are here to make money, blah, 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 blah. If you're really here to make money, you wouldn't be in the back on your phone at all, unless you're all caught up. So just set the boundaries. Don't play into their games. What is the biggest thing that's going to help you, right? Pre-busing. The refills come second. Just know who to work for, because not everybody's like this. And there's some people that do appreciate the hard work. And for them, go the extra mile. Sometimes there's times in the shift where you can't help them, right? Because you're focused on something else. And that's okay. You can't do everything. You're just one person. And you're working as a team. If you work hard for somebody and they give you under what you expect, hey, put the brakes a little bit next time you have them, right? And if only if they ask you, like, hey man, so what's going on? How come you're not helping me extra? Honestly, last time I had you and I was hustling, you gave me this, and that's, to me, you gave me below. And again, yeah, it's your money at the end of the day, but obviously if it's a certain amount, I'm gonna feel some type of way, right? And I'm just gonna put 2 and 2 together, like, okay, the extra work is not appreciated. Therefore, why should I even do it? It sucks about, the whole power dynamic, and just there's some servers that expect you to do everything, right? It's like an arrogance. They're just like, oh, the buster got it, and they don't even ask nicely. Like, no manners. They just kind of look at you blankly. Crazy. Sometimes you communicate with them. It doesn't compute in their head. And they're just like, what are you talking about? And they get like this in this defensive state, and you're just, I don't even want to explain myself. So, just leave it as is. You're not crazy. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, work politics suck. Power dynamic struggles. But hey, just keep hustling. As long as you set the boundaries, you communicate effectively, and you just kind of say, hey, this is the expectation, you're gonna have a way better time. If you do communicate and it doesn't get to them and they're still, acting a certain way, damn, bro, they're like, it sucks, because it's not fun, right? It's not fun to, put your 2 cents and then somebody's just, still being sour and stuff. I don't even know who's gonna hit, because I don't even know if table service content is a big thing on YouTube. But just something I'm dealing with. So good luck if you do communicate, if you do, kind of set your foot down. If the server hands you like a bunch of plates and doesn't even say it, they just hand it to you, just say like, hey, you can use your words, just in a nice, respectful way, right? Because you're human at the end of the day. And if they're just handing you a big fat stack of plates, not saying anything, bro, what the heck? Like, learn how to talk. Learn how to talk to people. Because that's just so disrespectful. Like, imagine, just, what do you want me to do with this? I'm not a mind reader. Come on. Like, speak up. You're like, you're an adult. I'm an adult. Let's talk. That's my little rant. All right, guys. Good luck. I hope if you do implement some of these things that I talked about, it goes well for you. And if you are dealing with situations in your restaurant, you should leave a comment about it, because I do want to hear it. But thank you. All right. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.